What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Verse Crypto Channel, the most savage and degenerate crypto channel out there. My name's Khaos Kris, and I'll be your host today. Before I have this video, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so I keep you guys updated with the latest, greatest news and information within the space. With that being said, let's hop right in this video. As always, I got another awesome live stream for all you degenerates today. Today, we're going to be talking about all things Pulsechain. I got one quick question for every single one of you on this live stream. Is this it for Pulsechain? Did it die? Is it pretty much time to, just wrap up and end the party and just move on to greener pastures? Or are we on the verge of something truly, truly special and something really, really big forming? So we're going to talk all things Pulsechain, talk a little bit about what just happened. I'm seeing so much fighting on x.com. We had the liquid loans launch, which played a factor going on to why the Pulsechain price dipped so much. And then also we're going to get into some altcoins. As you guys know, I am the altcoin champ. I know some other people claim that title, but a lot of these projects that I talk about, they're talking about right now. I was the first one to talk about some of these really small cap gems, and then everyone else just came along and acted like they were the first ones to find it, but they found it on my channel. So we're going to go all things Pulsechain. We're going to get into some altcoins, and I got a lot of really great stuff to show you guys. And if you're viewing this live stream on a Friday night, hats off to you because you're an absolute degenerate. I have no idea why you want to see a live stream with an idiot like myself. Just kidding. But regardless, let's just get into what's crack-a-lacking in this space right now. Now, taking a look at the price of Bitcoin, this is absolutely astonishing. Just taking a look of how Bitcoin has been appreciating like crazy. So we started off down here, and we basically hit price discovery. And what price discovery means is as the price goes up, it starts trading sideways, and then levels out, and then typically goes up. So it basically goes up, trade sideways, might do a little bit of a dip, and then goes back up. And so right in this zone right here is what we call price discovery. Now, what's interesting is we just been going absolutely parabolic right in this section right here, and we just absolutely just broke out. Now, a big place of a big price that I think every single one of you guys should be looking at is right around that $48,000 mark, because after that double top, people bought in and then went down. And then more people bought, and then dipped down straight into the bear market. Right here, what we're probably going to see is a lot of people come in, and as the price gets closer to that, people that bought in back here, they're actually going to sell and try to take profit. I guarantee you there's new crypto investors. Oh, my bad. I guarantee you there's new crypto investors that were like, oh my gosh, this is the end of the world. Crypto's a scam, and they come back and like, oh my god, I got my money back, let's get it out. So overall, what I'm predicting right now is we're gonna have this price come up to about, let's see if I can get this down. So we're gonna have, the price approach about 48K, and I'm seeing a lot of people saying it's gonna come down to about 35K right here, and then from here on out, we'll probably start testing up the all-time high as we get closer to the Bitcoin halving. Excuse me, guys. I'm absolutely sick right now, but I'm not sick enough not to be covering degen stuff. So overall, Bitcoin is extremely bullish. Now, the one thing I want to say, I don't think it's going to go all the way up here and then boom, that's it. We had one of the craziest looking bull markets. Bull markets typically go out for a very long period of time. And so if you go back and you just look at the other tops, you can see that there's about a 1 month delay coming across. Oh, actually, let me go right here. Sorry, so you guys can see. So there's a little bit of a 1 month delay. So right here, we had the top right around December. And then right here, we had the top right around April. Excuse me. So about December, January, February, March, April. So about a 4 month delay between each top. So I think this bull market's going to extend well into 2025 and then start downgrading going into 2026. So that's just my opinion. Now, getting into crypto bubbles, we have a lot. We don't want top 200. We'll get into that stuff. We need to check out top 200, baby. Now, BitTorrent. This is absolutely a crazy one because this is doing some absolute numbers. A lot of people are bullish. A lot of people are jumping in. I actually got into the PRC20 copy of BitTorrent, so I thought it was an awesome degen play. And so, from my understanding, it has something to do with storage on the blockchain. And so, you know, it's at a $1 billion market cap, and some people are expecting this thing to get up to 20 to 30 billion, which is pretty insane. Some other really great coins that are doing well: Bonk, Meme Coin, Solana. Solana. Solana basically is going to be apparently the blockchain. BitBoy Crypto keeps talking about it. I'm seeing a lot more people talk about it. Your friend saw me absolutely fudded the crap out of Solana, and then for some reason the price is going absolutely crazy. Kept going Solana, and then next thing you know, the price is going up. So it kind of tells you how some of these Main Street crypto influencers are nowadays. Now, let's get down to the top 200. Seeing what's crack-a-lacking, we've got EHEX. EHEX is up 23%. I don't know why everyone kept saying this thing was done for after the Pulsechain launch. It seems like we're actually bottoming out here, and so if we maintain this price level for a little bit, this might be a really good local bottom to bounce off of and go up in the future. I don't think EHEX is going to go anywhere. I think it's here to stay, and we'll definitely see some good stuff. And then the other one, Terra Classic USD. This is the Pegning 2.0. Some people believe this coin actually might go to parity with the dollar, and that would be the craziest story of a lifetime. So definitely something looking at across the board. So really good stuff. Now, let's take a look at any questions or comments. Oh, Goo God, what's up, brother? Always good to see you, my man. Shout out to the Alien Crew. Goo God, absolute legend. This guy, Goo God, talks about Tau, and then there's another project. I think it was like the Citizens of Tau or something. So he's really good with the AI coins, and I love his Twitter because I always find new coins on his Twitter, and he's like, oh, this thing is going to blow up. And then next, 2 weeks later, he goes absolutely bananas. So if you guys get a chance, please go follow Goo God because his alpha is absolutely insane. He's my AI guy. I usually don't give people my inside scoop on different industries, but Goo God, anything AI, he's your homie. Same with Alien, same with PTGC. Anon, what is up? I love the Anon community, man. You guys are absolute studs. Anon welcomes everyone. Kane, what's up, man? titanX, Pulsechain wrecked, FML. Yeah, Pulsechain is wrecked a little bit, but there is hope. But we also need to talk about how this is going to work out. And I think you guys are going to like my analysis. I actually took some awesome notes. And there's a lot of things I want to convey through my research. So good stuff. All right. What up, Yannick? Good to see you, Sarones. Yannick, we're on the DeFi side of the world, not popular side, but it is the way. I definitely got you there. Greg Hall, I have lots of P-Dye. Am I rich yet? He. All right. Look, I'm always going to be bullish on P-Dye. Just because I don't talk about it every single day doesn't mean I'm like out of it. I was one of the first accounts right next to the P-Dye OGs that were shilling the crap out of it. And in my opinion, I do think P-Dye narrative is not over. And I do think that when Pulsechain starts to pump, we're going to see the true value behind this ecosystem because the liquidity pools create these waves. And through these waves, you start to see a really you basically see a system where it traps value and basically uses these tokens to bring all value to P-Dye and bring up to parity. Now, the real question is, how is P-Dye going to stay to parity? And I'm not really sure. I think there's something going on with the Fetch Oracle. I could be wrong, but something you definitely want to keep your eye on is the maker contract token on Pulsechain, like the copied over version. And also you want to take a nice eye on the Lido DAO token. So good stuff. Miguel, did it collapse? No, it's just not started yet. We need to go low, and for a while, Richard wants to brag about 10,000x faster than Ethan, and I truly believe that this will happen. Yeah, that's a very good point. We'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute, but I'm going to leave that for my next section. And then shout out to DGen Hunter. Shout out to you, bro. Good to see you. Awesome. Now, let's just get into probably what every single one of you guys want to talk about today. So actually, basically, I'll do a quick synopsis of what happened. So we had the launch of liquid loans, and after the launch of liquid loans, everyone went in, created these vaults, and basically with these vaults, you can take your Pulse, put up for collateral, and then mint a stable coin, and then use that stable coin to, buy other tokens. So it's basically almost like doubling the amount of spending power you have on the Pulse chain. Now, right after we had the liquid loans launch, whales started coming in and stress testing the system. And what that means is basically what whales were doing was they were coming in, selling a bunch of the Pulse token so that everyone gets liquidated. And during that liquidation event, a bunch of Pulse was sold off of the market and it just dropped the price. And then whales came in and bought in right below it. So the reason why so many people are upset was because the whales took advantage of the liquid loan system and then used it to basically increase their position for the next bull run behind Pulsechain. And to be honest, this is just what whales do in this ecosystem. I have been in so many coins where you had a whale take massive profit or you had a whale dump on you, and I'm not too surprised. Now, let me do a quick screen share, and I'll just give you guys an idea of what we were looking at on here. Now, let me do a quick rollout. So basically, when this happened, we were sitting right around this point, I think it's 4 zeros and a 6 mark. And so basically, I always click the wrong button. So basically right from there, we went down about 30%, and then now we're sitting at about down from 17%. So it's not the end of the world, but this is basically what happened when we had a massive amount of liquidations. Now, everyone across Twitter was freaking out saying like liquid loans is terrible, yada, yada, yada. And I think also the main reason why is because on top of what we saw with the liquidations, the loan token, which is basically like the governance token where you basically take the token, stake it into the DAO, you earn fees. This thing looks like a rug pull. So it was sitting up here about at $7. And I think the market cap was like, God, it must have been like 2 trillion or something. And then all we did was have a massive sell-off. Here, I'm just going to turn off the log. So this is, all right. That was not a good idea. Let's see if I can get it back to the original chart. Okay, that did not work. Is there a way where, here we go. Let me reset the price. There you go. All right. So basically now when people got in, they basically took all their tokens and just started selling it off like crazy. And basically it looks like, the Zen token price just going down forever. And the main reason why that happened was because number one, it started off with a very low liquidity pool, and then a bunch of tokens were out and people were trading and selling, and then it just caused this massive sell-off. And now we're in this weird phase where I'm not sure if they're going to add more liquidity to the loan or wrap pulse pool or whatnot, but I do know that more people are going to be claiming their loan token through the sacrifice, and they have something called a proof of delay or something like that, where the longer you take to claim your loan token, the more tokens you're going to get in the end. So basically, long story short, the loan token is going to have a massive inflation going out into the future. I don't know if this is going to be a really great play. I speculated a little bit, and right around here it went down, and then I took a massive profit. But in my opinion, I probably just wouldn't even own the token at this point because it's just way too far down. And if we go over to, I think it was LQTY. So this is liquid loans is a fork of liquidity. And so let's just look at the LQTY token from the last bull market. So if we just zoom out here, LQTY has just been going down, 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 down. And we haven't seen much of a price action behind it. Market cap's at 148 million, but to be honest with you, it's probably not the best store value token going on to the future. So definitely not too good to see that. Now, the real question is, after all this happened, is this it for Pulsechain? So we have a decentralized bridge. We have a decentralized PulseX, and I'll just bring up PulseX because this is the other concern that a lot of people are starting to get. So if I do a quick screen share, you come over here, you can use this cloud right here, and let's see if they block it on my computer. I guarantee this is going to be blocked. So some places they'll have it blocked. Okay, so it wasn't blocked on this one, so that's good. and then you can run the contract code from the desktop. So basically, we did this for the Pulsechain bridge, we did this for the PulseX, and now we're doing it for the Hex. Now the real question is, we have this decentralized front end that it's going to be very hard to onboard people. The price of Pulse is going down. More whales are exiting the ecosystem. Is it Pulsechain blockchain? And in my opinion, I don't think so. And I'll tell you why. Because Richard Heart right now, he's basically getting sued by the SEC, and he's playing catch me if you can. And basically the idea is, if he doesn't get served, then he can't go to court, and they technically can't sue him or, you know, try to bring charges against him. So by, you know, setting up his Twitter so that nobody can comment on it, and basically by decentralizing the PulseX, the Hex front end, changing Hex staking to Hex mining, he's doing all these ways to avoid, you know, the SEC oversight. And in my opinion, I don't think we'll probably see Richard Heart come back during this bull market. And this is just my opinion. I could be wrong, until we start to see some sort of result behind the SEC lawsuit. Now, why do so many people like Pulsechain? Why do so many people like Hex? It's because we have such a really vibrant community. I have talked to so many people getting on board from Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, all these other blockchains, and they're saying, like, how is Hex the loudest community on Twitter? And the reason why Hex and a lot of these projects will be successful is based on the community. And I hate to break this to y'all, but, you know, I get that not having Richard Heart here is going to minimize the amount of momentum behind this blockchain. But we also have some really big faces. We have some very big names in the space, and we have a really, really loud community. So overall, I don't think this is the end for Pulsechain. What happened with liquid loans, it was just a very, very small glimpse in the matrix. But, you know, keep in mind, with these sacrifice projects, you got to be extremely careful. And I haven't really been in any major sacrifice projects. I've been in 2. I wasn't in liquid loans, and I don't know if I'm going to be in any of these in the future. But ultimately, what was the big problem with liquid loans was not only did a bunch of people get liquidated, but also with their loan token, excuse me, with their USDL token. Let me bring up the USDL token. This was the other thing I forgot to mention. So basically, they had this USDL token. There's about $4.2 million worth of liquidity. We're also starting to see a huge value transfer from Wrap Pulse into the stablecoin. So ultimately, you know, because the stablecoin is taking so much of that Pulse value, because now that a bunch of it's been liquidated, basically added to the pool, you're basically bringing on this stablecoin, and that's part of the reason why the price is going down. Now, I get the sacrifice idea, and I get it's used to navigate around, you know, government oversight, because the SEC is just out of control, and, you know, Gary Gensler is a terrible person. But with these sacrifices, a lot of these projects aren't coming up too well. Mera had a pretty terrible launch. Liquid Loans, you know, whether you hate it or like it, they didn't have a good launch. We still have yet to see Power City launch their Earn protocol. So, in my opinion, I don't like these sacrifice projects. I think they should just do a pre-sale and, you know, just keep it traditional like that, and then just slowly roll out the project, or find a new approach, whether it's through a dApp that's similar to titanX or Zen or whatnot. But as of right now, this isn't working out, and I see a lot of people upset. Now, the next big thing I want to point out is Power City is going to have the Earn protocol come out. And so from my understanding, this is going to be very similar to the liquidity fork, but they're actually going to be using PulseX as collateral to mint a stable coin. So there's a good chance that we might see some similar action behind PulseX like we saw with Pulsechain. So let's see if I can get out of, actually, no, I'll just go right here. So PulseX. So I would definitely pay special attention to the PulseX chart, because there's a good chance that we might see something happen as well. And indirectly, PulseX has one of the largest LPs between Wrap Pulse. And if PulseX goes down, this might impact Wrap Pulse if we saw the same exact scenario play out for the Power City Earn protocol. Now, I'm okay with all these stable coins. As you guys know, I'm a PDI maxi for life. But we do need other options. We need other stable coins. You know, the bridge over stable coins aren't going to do the trick. And I'm happy that they're launching these liquidity forks onto the Pulsechain, and I think they're going to add some sort of value, but I'm not happy with the fact that they had this crazy sacrifice. And I just hope that when Power City launches their token and they don't have a similar scenario with loan, because if that happens, we're going to have another panic. People are going to freak out, and it's just not going to be fun. But on the bright side, Power City sacrifice is a lot less than what was happening on with liquid loans. So I don't see much of an impact, but I'll be very, very careful, because once they're out, then we can start to see the bailout of this ecosystem. And we can start to see, more people come on. So definitely really, really, really exciting stuff. Now let's see if we got any questions. Okay, cool. So nothing else. All right. Now, let's keep it moving. Another thing I started seeing, let's talk a little bit about Mera. So my boy Adam, shout out Vibra Finance. Some whale just started coming in and buying a bunch of Mera tokens, and I have no idea why this is going on. But basically, it shot up about 10x, and now it's down to 0.002073. So I have no idea what's going on. Maybe someone's like extremely bullish on Mera, but it seems like it's starting to appreciate a little bit and starting to get some momentum. Please keep in mind, this is a whale playing whale games, and if you want to make big moves, this might be a good play. But overall, Mera is definitely down in the gutter. Cool, cool, cool. Now, for this next section, I want to talk a little bit about altcoins. You guys like altcoins. I love altcoins. The market's down in the gutter. You know what that means? Because the market's down in the gutter, we got to start looking at plays. And in my opinion, before we start to see a massive chain price appreciation, this is going to be your one shot to get into some altcoins. Pulsechain and PulseX, realistically, it might hit anywhere between 100x to maybe 750 or 1000x if we're lucky. But I'm really keen on saying that we'll probably see 100 to 300x on Pulsechain. That's my prediction. I could be wrong. Some people want to say 10,000x, which is almost impossible, but it is what it is. Especially those Hex Maxi bros, man. I love beefing with them, but they are very unrealistic. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because a lot of people are going to be looking for anywhere between 1,000 to 10,000x. In order for you to hit those massive gains, you got to be looking at altcoins. Those returns are going to be happening on small market cap altcoins built on the Pulsechain that offer some sort of utility and also have some sort of community. Because right now people are excited about utility, and when there's like a little bit of a utility that people can speculate on, that's where you're going to get a really, really great community. I don't think every utility is going to be here forever. But keep in mind, we're in speculation mode. People are going to start looking at white papers for about 5 seconds, and then they're going to make a decision on the snap of the fingers. Now, the first coin I think is going to be a huge play. I absolutely love this protocol. I have covered it before, and I do definitely want to talk about down again, is SparkSwap. Now, SparkSwap is a decentralized exchange on the Pulsechain. It was founded by the L1X guys. The L1 Dex guys, AJ, he also founded EMP Money that creates an algorithmic Ethereum coin on Binance Smart Chain. And so basically throughout the bear market, he's been building, creating a really, really awesome decentralized exchange. They have farms where you can farm for the Spark token. They also have a very, very liquid stablecoin farm. On top of that, they have single staking pools where you can earn the Spark token, and then they have something called the Sparkler, where you can lock up your Spark token and you can basically earn Spark Wrap Pulse rewards. In my opinion, I think Spark is going to be a 750x play and above. And the reason why I say that is, number one, if I come over to the Spark token right here, if you look at the liquidity versus the market cap, it is 1 million and also 1.2 million. On top of that, and I forgot to add this, if I come over here to Dex Screener, not Dex Screener, let's go on to x.com, on twitter.com. Let me delete all this stuff. So if I come over here to twitter.com, they have a L1 Dex. And the team behind L1 Dex is also behind SparkSwap. Now, the reason why I really, really like this is because L1 Dex is plugging into a blockchain called L1X. So it's called Layer 1X. Now, Layer 1X is basically connecting all the blockchains together. And so what basically they're trying to do is make it easy so you go from like Avalanche to Binance Smart Chain in a matter of seconds. Now, what I'm seeing happening with SparkSwap is they're creating a cross bridge stablecoin pool. And what they're probably going to be doing is going from, actually right now they're actually going from Pulsechain to Arbitron, but there's a good chance that they will also plug into Layer 1X, which means Pulsechain can be interoperable with this new type of blockchain communication technology. And so basically the reason why I'm so bullish on SparkSwap is because a bet on SparkSwap is going to be a bet on Layer 1X. And when Layer 1X starts to build out, right now the market cap is right around 22 million, and they're going to launch mainnet very, very soon. I can very well see Layer 1X getting up to like $30 billion in market cap this bull market cycle. And I can very well see L1DEX being the main exchange, and also L1DEX routing transactions to the Pulsechain through SparkSwap. So this is the main reason why I am so bullish on SparkSwap, because it's bringing interoperability to the Pulsechain. Also on top of that, with the Sparkler, if you put in the Spark token, you can earn awesome fees, and you basically earn Spark and PLS, which is absolute awesome. And you know, in my opinion, this is probably like the best place to do any sort of yield farming. On top of that, you guys can come over here to the docs and read a little bit more about all the great stuff they've been up to. I love this protocol. All the fees are passed on to SparkSwap stakers. My boy Coach X, he's actually a really, really big fan of SparkSwap overall across the board. So SparkSwap, number one altcoin that I'm looking at, and I'm probably gonna get a really, really big bag. Not financial advice, but the price of this token is going to go down, 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 down. But sooner or later, when Pulsechain pumps and we start to get more bridges, this thing's going to go absolutely crazy. Now, the next token I want to talk about is basically within the Pulse Reflection token ecosystem. One second. As most of you guys know, I talked about Pulse Reflections with my boy Zach, and after that live stream, believe it or not, the price of Pulse Reflections went absolutely ballistic. Now, let me just show you the price of Pulse Reflection. All right, PRS. So overall, PRS did some crazy price appreciation. So my live stream with him was like right about here. And then Adam live stream with him right about here. And the price of this token, dude, this thing went like a 50x. And then since then, I think it dropped down and retraced about, I think it was about 90%. So it's definitely finding a level. It's definitely bottoming out. I absolutely love Pulse Reflection. It's actually one of the first reflection tokens that launched on the Pulsechain. And basically, they're not really sketchy. They're not like SafeMoon. And the team's very transparent. They've been absolutely building throughout the entire market. Now, what they do is they do a transaction. They burn some of the token, and then you earn some Pulse in yield. And it's really, really cool. Now, what the team did was they actually create a new token called BTR. I believe it's called Better. Yeah, BTR. Is it Betterment? Did they put the name of this right here? Booster. I'm sorry, Booster. Okay, so Booster. Now, what Booster is, it's basically the PRS equivalent, but for PulseX. And they also take some of the fees and they pair up Booster with PRS to create a thick liquidity pool. But ultimately, you actually earn PulseX with this token. And right now, the market cap is sitting at 24K. And the total, the liquidity is at 24K, but the total market cap is at 126,000. Now, in my opinion, I think PRS has a first mover advantage behind reflection tokens. If this token starts to run, we'll probably see Booster do the same exact formula behind PRS. And so, in my opinion, I think Booster is an absolute sleeper. I've been holding this token for a minute since the launch, so I got in about right here, and I'm down a little bit. But I do think this token has the potential to absolutely run and maybe hit anywhere between, I would say, a $2 to $3 million market cap. So that could be a solid 20 to 30x. So that's actually one of my sleepers that I'm picking. I like the team. I like PRS. I think earning PulseX rewards are good. And they also made me a believer in reflection tokens when I've been probably one of the biggest haters ever. So that's your second altcoin gem that I've been looking at that you could potentially hit anywhere from 100 to I'll say 9,000x. I don't want to say 10,000x. Sounds a little too cliche. So, all right, let's see what's out. Sandy Shoals. Hold on. Oh wow, we got a lot of questions. Okay, let's see what's up. So PTGC locked out, my man. All right, we'll talk about PTGC in a minute. Hey, dude, finally made a live. Happy everything. What's up, Sandy Shoals? Good to see you. DJ Gem Hunter launched with $1 trillion valuation and zero liquidity. Yeah, you know, I do agree with you, DJ Hunter. I just don't understand where they had like a $2 trillion market cap and then low liquidity, and then it started dumping in, and then there was like, if I recall, didn't they have anywhere between $10 to $11 million sacrifice? So where is all that money? I'm just so confused with what's going on with liquid loans. I don't know if I'm missing something. I'm not trying to talk trash, but it just doesn't make sense. I don't know. So I want to do a little bit more research and find out. So I definitely do agree. I saw that. I sacked for LLL. Guess I'm wrecked. Haven't checked it before. DJ and Jim Hunter. Funny enough, LQTY made a tweet 2 days ago. They are creating a decentralized front end for Uniswap and Odo protocols that you can download and run from your desktop. Are you serious? Wow. That is actually pretty big. If LQTY or Liquidity is doing that, maybe Richard Heart is starting a trend. Maybe Richard Heart knows something. So that's some really good alpha. Shout out to DJ and Jim Hunter. Also follow DJ and Jim Hunter on Twitter, and also he has a new YouTube. Really, really good dude. Copycats. Yeah, I got you. Sandy Shoals. RH will be back when we least expected. Yeah, I don't want to say Richard Hart's down and out, but I'm saying that you should be prepared to. You should prepare for the worst. Well, wait, what's the saying? Prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. And in my opinion, I do think, you know, Richard Hart has a good chance of not being here this bull market. The SEC lawsuit doesn't come to fruition, or we don't get any sort of clarity. But if he does pop out of the blue, Pulsechain would go absolutely ballistic. But I'm saying we as a community could do some really great stuff behind it. Hunter X, I'm finalist. RIP Pulse. Don't worry, we'll come back. Spark is awesome. SparkSwap, shout out to G. Booster. Landscraper, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Where is Richard Thief? I don't think Richard's a thief. DJ and Hunter, 50 million raised, 11 million bridged out to Binance. Just the facts. They raised 50 million? Holy cow. I thought it was only like 11 million. Jeez Louise, that is big. All right, someone needs to do like an investigative video. All right, DJ and Gem Hunter, I'm gonna hit you up in a second, man. We need to talk, but we'll get into that. Chris, how much PRS can get 1 million pulse reflections a day? So for PRS, 1 million reflections a day. So that's like 2%. So we come over here, pulse reflections volumes at about 9.2. So you're probably gonna have to have like at least like 5% of the supply, so just be an uber whale. If we can get this volume up a little bit and get up to like, you know, like the 100K where, you know, it was still like anywhere between 10 to 100K at the top here, you could possibly need, I think it was, Adam was telling me about this. I think the amount that he had was close to like $1 billion or something. I'm not really sure. I need to do the math on that, so I can't necessarily answer that question right off the bat. So cool. All right, now let's talk about the next hidden altcoin gem that I absolutely love. You guys know I love aliens. Some people think the Earth is flat. Others think it's round. I personally think the Earth might be hollow. I'm pretty sure someone's going to clip that, so that's going to be pretty funny. But regardless, aliens are the biggest thing ever, especially when it comes to, you know, everything on Twitter, social media, and whatnot. And one of my favorite coins is PTGC. Now, if you guys were around, PTGC had a massive run-up. we basically went to the absolute freaking moon. And when I first found it and talked about it, it was like right here. And this sucker did like a 67x. And then from its bottom, we're probably sitting at somewhere, let's see. From its bottom, let's see. Gosh, I don't, all right. Well, oh, God. Hold on, guys. Just bear with me. I just want to show you where the bottom is, and then we'll call it. All right, cool. So from its bottom, it's up 30x. And then since this project launched, we have seen a, wow, that is crazy, 170x. Wow. So that this project absolutely 100x during the bear market. Now, the reason why I like PTGC is we have thick liquidity pools, and we have a lot of projects getting paired up. On top of that, we got some big news going on in the Dow. Now, a couple of the Dow votes, we have a benevolent well called the 808. This guy bought in right at the beginning, and he's been doing some really great work to basically add value to the PTGC ecosystem through liquidity pools. But right now, he's been buying and burning PTGC. And also on top of that, there's a massive LP being set up between PTGC and Pulse on the new decentralized exchange 9mm. So we come over here to vote now. Let's see what's being set up. So okay, so it looks like not many people are voting for that right now, so it looks like that might get revoked. So I'm not really sure if that's going to get approved in the Dow, but regardless, we're starting to see the Dow come in. They're burning more token. They're pairing up with Wrap Pulse. Now, the reason why I really love PTGC, if I just type it here on Dex Screener, we're going to see a bunch of token pairs pop up. We have Wrap Pulse on version 1 and version 2. We also have, Hex, PulseX, Atropa. I don't even know what this is. Can someone tell me what coin this is? Because I keep seeing it everywhere and I have no idea what the name of it. But regardless, we have that. We have Wrap Bitcoin, DAI, and then we have a couple other pairs. And we also have the Energy token, which is being used to add a thick LP between PTGC. So in my opinion, when Pulsechain runs, PTGC is going to absolutely explode. And the main reason why I'm saying that is because if you look at this first LP on version 1, there's about $115,000 worth of liquidity between PTGC and Wrap Pulse. Now, because there's a thick liquidity between Wrap Pulse, when Wrap Pulse runs, so will PTGC. And also on top of that, all the other ecosystem tokens will run as well. So in my opinion, if you're going to see a massive price appreciation, PTGC is set up for that. Not only because it's replicating that Atropa model, but also during this market downturn, we've been taking Dow funds, and the Dow has been voting to just burn LP between PTGC and Wrap Pulse to make that thick. Because once Wrap Pulse pops, this is going to pop the entire PTGC ecosystem. Also, on top of that, one of my favorite coins within the PTGC ecosystem is your boy Alien. So we also had an Alien token that was launched, and this Alien token basically burns PTGC. It pairs up PTGC between Alien, and it's basically a token with a thick LP between PTGC so that it can incentivize more arbitrage opportunities between the Alien token and PTGC. So I absolutely love Alien because, number one, anytime someone sees an alien, they're going to freak out. Everybody likes sci-fi movies, all that good stuff. And also, number two, I see a really big community forming behind Alien. I see a lot of memes. Goo God's a big fan. Adam's a big fan. I'm a big fan. So I think Alien could absolutely be an absolute sleeper. So awesome stuff. Now, we got to talk about one of my personal favorite coins. I love this community. And I also love the story behind this coin, and we've been working on a video for it. If you guys know, I like meme coins. Meme coins are probably some of the biggest plays you can make in the bear market, especially if they pop in the bull market. And one coin, excuse me 1 second. Sorry, guys. I don't know if I strep throat or some crap. I don't know. I think the Maxis gave me some sort of strep throat. I don't know how they did it. They probably put it in my water bottle. This is definitely a way to take down Khaos Kris, and I'm not going to let them do it to me. I'm just kidding. But this meme coin that I really, really like, Anon. Now, Anon, long story short, there's a scam developer came in, dumped the liquidity pool when it was worth right around $2,000 and got $800. The community came in and pumped this thing to the absolute moon. So, my God, I keep doing that. Now, if we look at the price of the token, it went up about 20x, and now we're sitting down at this level. Now, the reason why I like Anon so much is because we have such a really great community. People are posting memes. People are hyped about Anon. Anon has like a degenerate trading community. And so the reason why the token went down so quickly was because Rat Pulse wasn't doing too well. And the thickest LP between Anon is Rat Pulse. So if Pulsechain doesn't do well, Anon's not going to do well. Now, in my opinion, Anon's a very loud community, especially on the Pulsechain blockchain. And once we start to see Rat Pulse make some moves, we're going to start to see this liquidity pool start to rise, and we're going to start to see the price of the token slowly go up. When that happens, I guarantee you the community is going to start to get really, really loud and get behind this project as well. On top of that, they're doing NFTs. They're doing their own marketing. They're also adding new utility behind the Anon token. So this project is 100% decentralized, and it's also 100% community run. So in my opinion, because it's so low, this actually might be a really great play to jump into if you're into meme coins and if you think there's a good narrative, because Anon is basically its own play. And also, in my opinion, I do think it could be an absolute sleeper coming up into the next market. Now, that is, I believe that was your fourth hidden altcoin gem. Now, before I get to the last one, let's see what else we got. Landscaper, PTGC and Alien look at the burning. Yeah, no. PTGC burnt, I think, like 6 or 7% of their supply. Alien has about, I think it was 7%. Absolutely crazy. Yannick, I am locked in waiting the next push in years. Don't know what that is. That is the emoji coin. Oh, okay. That's no, I'm not gonna say it because YouTube's already been trying to like what's it called? Shadow ban me or whatever. But yeah, okay, I got you. It's the emoji coin. Degen, Jim Hunter, Alien's big sleeper. Completely agree. PTGC is my best bet this bull market. Yeah, I love PTGC. Really, really great. Anon's the sleeper. Amazing community. Anon Army in the house. Can't be silenced. Voodoo. Anon. Oh God. Okay. Yeah. No, I love Anon community, man. You guys are awesome, man. You know, you guys always got my support. All right. Now, the last altcoin gem that could possibly do absolute numbers, and this is actually my favorite one, and I was the first one to talk about this. I saw Crypto Coffee, who likes to ride my coattails on a lot of projects. You know, every project I cover, he always covers right after. So if you guys ever want to know the projects that Crypto Coffee looks at, come check out my YouTube. And I got proof of it, because there's so many projects he did this to me, and I've been watching his stuff, so I know what he's doing. Now, this project, I was one of the first people to really talk about this and really dive into this. And I also brought it up, especially during the PDI movement, because they had a privacy bridge launch. And the name of this project is Beetroot. Now, for those guys who don't know, Beetroot, it's a token that uses the Blockbin privacy bridge. It's also decentralized anonymous exchange, so you can do anonymous swaps on the Pulsechain. And it also has a token called Beat. And what's really special about the Beat token is basically what they decided to do was come over and burn 20% of the supply. Now, let's see if I can just show you guys. Here, let me just go and show you why I love the fact that they burn 20% of the supply. I'm really hoping that this will just pop up and okay, cool. Because usually it goes to the contract code and it's always it's a pain to get to. All right, now if we come over here, if you go to this 0x000 EAD wallet, basically what they did was they burned 20% of the supply, and there's a 2% reflection. So they have something called the black hole. And as this token wallet address gets bigger, bigger, and bigger, it's going to get more deflationary over time. So basically, how they design the system is they just add the reflection, and the token will just burn itself into the future. Now, you might be concerned about what this is. This is the sugar beet staking contract right here, here, and here. Don't worry about these contracts. The main one you want to look at right here is the fact that this went from 20% to 23% in 6 months. When that volume gets up, I guarantee you, you will see the Beetroot token have almost anywhere between, I would say, 30 to 38% of the supply burnt off the market, and it'll just go absolutely crazy, especially with higher volume. That is one of the number one reasons why I'm so big on Beetroot. On top of that, it's a mixer contract. They do, mixer swaps. You can't do them in the US, just FYI. So, but if you're outside the US, you have that ability to do that. They also have a decentralized bridge where you can do anonymous exchanges to and from the bridge. So you can go from Ethereum to Pulsechain without anyone knowing. I absolutely love that on top of that. And the big thing that I really, really like that they just came out with was something called the sugar. It was called the Sweet. So Sugar Beet is the rewards token. It's a stakeable asset. That means you can claim Sweet rewards and you can stake them. So you can have Sweet, which is unwithdrawable, as well as Sweet rewards onto the bridge. Now, the reason why I really like the Sweet staking is basically how it's designed is you can come in, stake Pulse, Beet, Sweet, Hex, PulseX, and Incentive token. The longer you stake it, the more Sweet you get. The less you stake it, well, actually, excuse me, the longer you stake it, the more you get. But also, if you keep the Sweet token inside the protocol, you basically will get, you'll earn more rewards. So basically, you're paid out the token in inflation, but if you keep holding the inflation, then you're going to get more rewards on top of that. Now, the main reason I like this, and this is a really, really big thing that makes me so bullish on this token, I absolutely love it. So basically, when you withdraw the Sweet token, you can withdraw it to another wallet address anonymously, and there's no trace to it. So let's say like you have another wallet address that you want to start, building out. You don't want to have any transactions to it. You can take your Sweet rewards and send it to that new address and basically swap and do transactions that way. So basically, they're adding an anonymous unstaking side to the entire Beetroot ecosystem. I absolutely love this, and on top of that, they're adding new utility to Pulse, Hex, PulseX, and Incentive token. I absolutely love this protocol. They have everything I want. They're continuing to build up, and they're also going to be doing something with X1 into the future. So this is definitely a really cool project to check out. Now, if we look at the price chart, now, if you guys aren't sold on the whole anomaly and the deflationary mechanics, let's just take a look at the price chart. I covered Beetroot right around here, and then we had the SEC lawsuit, dip down, and people started taking position. Since it bottomed out, the token ran up about, I believe, about 3x, and now it's sitting at about a 2x from the bottom. In my opinion, I think this is going to be the protocol no one's thinking that's going to run. The anonymous transactions are going to be much needed on Pulsechain. In the future, the one blockchain that's going to do really, really well outside of the Pulsechain is going to be one that has a privacy exchange behind it. Beetroot brings privacy to the Pulsechain. Privacy is going to be one of the biggest trends in this next bull market and also in future years because people don't want other people to see their transactions. And because Beetroot's bring privacy to the Pulsechain, it's going to make it a competitor with all the other privacy exchange. And so overall, in my opinion, I do think Beetroot is going to be an absolute sleeper. And right now, the market cap is sitting at 1.8 million. This could easily get up to 100 million. If not, maybe well around the 750 to 1 billion threshold if the team continues to build out. I love this project. I think it's really cool. I've talked to the team before. They're all really, really great. They're very clear. They're very transparent. The marketing is great. They talk to as many people as possible. If you go into their Telegram, really, really great, solid bunch group of people. So that's my last hit an altcoin gem. So you guys just basically got my altcoin gem list that I have on the Pulsechain. These are all the tokens that I'm bullish on. Keep in mind, I love PDI, I love PRC20s. This isn't that type of live stream. I've covered those in the past. I give you guys my list. This is my list, and trust me, sooner or later, with projects like Beetroot, Anon, TGC, Spark, all these projects are going to do absolute numbers in the next bull market. And don't be surprised if you see guys like Crypto Coffee and all these other clowns come in and say, oh my gosh, Beetroot's the greatest thing ever, yada, yada, yada. Well, you heard it here first. I'm the guy that people want to come to get the inside scoop on project. I told you about Beetroot. It's doing really, really well right now. I told you about titanX. I told you guys about PDI. I told you guys about so many other protocols. I even talked about Doji, which is like the BRC20 token equivalent of Doge on the Dogecoin blockchain. And that thing's up 3x right now. That thing's an absolute sleeper. So if you guys want that hidden alpha, you want to see the stuff that the big mainstream influencers aren't going to be talking about, come to me. I'll talk about it first, and then they'll probably come see my live stream, blow it up, and act like they were the ones to talk about first. So it's happened before. So it is what it is. But like I said, you know, my goal with the Verse Crypto channel is, you know, sooner or later I'll probably start like a trading group, because that, I think that'll be a really great way to educate new investors onto the Pulsechain and also in DeFi. But also outside of like building my own like trading group and you know, building a business behind cryptocurrency, my next goal is I want everybody and all my followers to win. These projects I give to you guys, I want you to be successful. I want you guys to be able to, you know, grow up one day and have a family, be able to buy a house, be able to do things that most people can't do today. And I think cryptocurrency is going to be the way. And the reason why I give you guys these calls is because I really want to see you guys win. And I think these could get you to where you need to be, because we'll probably see 100 to like a 400 or 500x on Pulsechain. But these projects, we could very well see 1,000x and above on any single one of these. So really, really good stuff. Let's see if we got any more questions. Wow, we got a lot of stuff. All right. So we are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forget. We do not forget. Expect us. Love that. Anon is inevitable. And God, guys, I can't talk right now. I'm sorry. And I'm not going to try to say the word. Pulsechain will never die. Smooth and Crypto. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Yo, shout out to Smooth and Crypto. He's really big on titanX. He does a lot of shorts. I honestly love the stuff he does. And if you guys want a different perspective on titanX, go check out Smooth and Crypto. Really good stuff. He be stream sniping sometimes. Laugh out. I love that. Coffee be a snake. Davis, I thought Pulsechain would do what Bonk has done. I'm not sure, but you know, there's still more of a story behind Pulsechain. We just gotta wait for it to play out. Cryptic, a lot of amazing gyms out there. Hold strong and be patient. It will definitely be rewarding when Pulse gets its legs and run. Definitely gotcha. Is that a BankX logo in the top left of your screen? No, that's an X logo. So X is the 24th letter of the alphabet. It's a signal to the bull market run coming in 2024. You ever see, like, you know, titanX, you see x.com. That's the reason why you have the X. And if you look at the Verse Crypto channel down in the right corner, it's also an X as well. So that's what it's just referencing to. Cool. Miguel, SRF could be something very serious. First charity token to make real donations to the SENS Research Foundation. Very low cap right now. I'm not really sure if they're actually doing that. I saw that people were blowing up about, you know, the SRF token, saying that they're sending stuff to the SENS Research Foundation, but most of that stuff hasn't been verified yet. So not really sure. Sandy Shoals, beat is legit. Shout out to you, Sandy Shoals, and big surfer, man. Hopefully we can surf one day, man. Miguel, thank you, brother. Good to see you, man. I absolutely love it. Degen Jim Hunter, Mega's a sleeper. Yeah, let's check out Mega right now. So Mega. How's Mega been doing? Okay, so I mean, okay. Yeah, so that's probably after Well, the reason why I dipped down like that probably had a lot to do with the fact that Wrap Pulse went down. So this was probably an arbitrage bot taking advantage of the situation. They probably sold some tokens in this pool to make a huge profit. So right now, 81K liquidity, big LP between Wrapped ETH. I wonder what the Mega Wrap Pulse is. Okay, so this pool's not doing too well. 408. Okay, so yeah, no, I absolutely do love Mega. And I think what we'll see with the Mega token is if we start to see Ethereum start to run, Mega token could start doing very well. So there's going to be a massive correlation between Mega and the Ethereum token, especially on the Ethereum blockchain. So good stuff. All right, keep it down. Oh yeah, hey, shout out to my boy Adam Viber Finance. Good stuff. DGen Coin, shout out to Vibra. I picked up some Dogecoin and created a wallet last night. Yeah, you guys definitely want to get into Doji. So, yes, sir. titanX fam in the house. Well, I'll go over Doji Coin since a lot of you guys are in here. I'll give you guys some extra alpha. titanX, baby. Shout out to titanX. Good stuff. Sandy Scholes, Cryptic. Love you too, Cryptic. Good to see you, man. Shout out to Patriot. Good to see you, man. Smooth and Crypto, I appreciate the kind word, man. We'll have to do a stream together in titanX and Pulse ecosystem. I would love to hear your thoughts on everything. Yeah, man. Hey, Smooth and Crypto, shoot me a DM, and we could set something up if you want to. I'm down to go on your channel, or you want to come on the verse, or we could just do both channels. Maybe we just come on both, man. I think it'd be sick if we can talk about some stuff. So definitely great stuff. Not dead, just asleep. Buy when others are afraid. Any thoughts on Satellite Doge 1? All right. Up and up X. All right, fine. It's Saturday. I mean Friday. All right, so let's go over Satellite Doge 1. Now, here's the thing about Satellite. All right, so I saw Beetroot shilling Satellite Doge 1 really hard. Here, let me do a screen share. Was it Doge 1? All right, so basically the plan is they're going to show like all right, that does not look like the correct contract. Satellite Doge 1 mission. Okay, sorry. Don't click on that contract. That doesn't look like the right one. Now, basically something's going to happen on the moon with the whole Dogecoin thing and like SpaceX bringing it to space. And so there's a huge narrative being formed right now. Satellite Doge 1, in my opinion, this could be like a Shiba Inu run-up. We're not going to really know how it's going to play out. But the fact that there's going to be something with Dogecoin in space, and I think they put up a website right here. Oh, all right. All right, I guess my firewall didn't let me get to it. Let's see if I can just go on the Twitter. But long story short, there's a really, really big narrative, and basically SpaceX launching Satellite Doge 1 to the moon next year. They're going to try to put like a satellite in space with the Dogecoin thing on there, and it's going to blow up Dogecoin. So basically what they're speculating is Doge 1 with the name is going to basically skyrocket because it's based off of something Elon Musk was talking about. And when it starts trending on Twitter, there's a good chance this price will go up. Now, I didn't want to get in like over here or over here because I was afraid that I was going to get dumped on, which I'm definitely correct. Now, in my opinion, if you guys are going to get into this token, this is a high risk, high reward type of play. You put in $100, maybe you can turn into like 1,000, 10,000, or 100,000. So this right here is a great buying opportunity. There's a good chance that maybe it'll go down a little bit, but I believe this is going to happen sometime in January 1st or January 6th is when they're going to launch it. So I can definitely see, anywhere between probably right here and it might level out to right here is going to be a buying opportunity. So I'll probably shoot for about 0.002 all the way down to 0.007 and it's going to be your buying opportunity. In my opinion, this has a narrative. Beetroots is going crazy about it. I also know a little. Actually, no, I'm not going to put that out there. But the point I'm trying to get across is this coin could do absolute numbers. Now, the other coin that I think is going to do really, really well, it's called Doji. Now, I've been telling Adam about this, and I've been bugging him to like get into Doji, and he's finally getting into it, which is absolutely awesome. Now, if I do a quick screen share right here, what Doji is, it's a smart contracts platform, not smart contracts, I'm sorry. It is a BRC20's token for the entire Dogecoin blockchain. And basically what a smart contract is, it's like an NFT that uses block space to mint it. So basically you can create these little NFTs, but now they're tokens and you can trade them. You have like a marketplace to use them. Now, if you guys saw the Ordinals token, that was the big thing on the Bitcoin blockchain. It had $1 billion market cap valuation. Doji did the same exact thing, but on the Dogechain blockchain. And right now, the market cap of this sucker, I believe it's like, I think it's like 2 million or something. But when I got in, it was sitting at about 80 cents, and now I'm up about 3x on my money. In my opinion, what has a stronger narrative right next to Satellite 1 is going to be this Doji token. If you guys just zoom out and just take a look at the price appreciation, I don't know what happened here, but since then, it's been going up and to the right. I firmly believe that this token could very well get up to like $1,000 a token, especially if Dogecoin goes absolutely viral and people find out there's DRC20 tokens. On top of that, there's a whole plethora of other DRC20 tokens. I'm not going to necessarily jump into it. There's also this X token that some people are trying to tell me to get into. I kind of stayed away from it, but there might be a play here. But ultimately, this Doji token right here, this is the BRC20 token equivalent to the Dogecoin blockchain. And if you guys don't believe me, if you come over here to CoinGecko, let's just take a look at Ordinals real quick. So ORD, come on, baby. Ordinals, there it is. Sorry, my Wi-Fi is just so slow right now. You guys get a little special extra long stream because I love you guys so much. Now, Ordinals, basically, they're creating those NFTs on the blockchain. This is basically Bitcoin's version of smart contracts, but they're not actually smart contracts. I almost got in right here about $3.41, but I procrastinated, and then it went up to $10, and then it absolutely exploded. So I basically missed out on like a 30x on this thing, but I'm not too mad about it. You can't get them all. But if you guys look at this thing got up to $1 billion market cap. If we had the same thing happen to the Doji token, basically from where the Doji token's sitting at, that's going to be a straight 25x right now. And if it gets to the same price appreciation, that'll be a 30x. I think Doji is going to be an absolute sleeper because not only do like the DRC20 tokens are getting bigger on Dogecoin, there's a big narrative behind it, and people are thinking like the satellite meme token is going to do well. I think it's going to be the Doji token on the Doge blockchain. So I guess you guys can tell I'm not going to talk about it too much. I'm obsessed with BRC20s. I'm obsessed with DRC20s. And if you guys want me to do more content about it, leave a comment down below and let me know if you want me to cover more BRC20s and DRC20s. Because I honestly think when the bull market comes in and Bitcoin goes up and Dogecoins goes up, these DRC20s and BRC20 tokens are going to go up as well, because the NFT that's created is assigned to like a Satoshi, and then for the DRC20 token, it's actually assigned to an Elon, which is the Satoshi version. It's like a very small unit of measurement to a Bitcoin, and it's a very small unit of measurement to a Dogecoin. So what I'm seeing here is you have an association between Bitcoin and the BRC20s and Dogecoin and the DRC20s. The main thing I love about the DRC20s is the supply is scarce, and I believe Dogecoin is slightly inflationary. So with a very scarce supply, you can definitely see a lot of these tokens run extremely quickly. Doji's at 21 million token supply. Ordi is at 21 million token supply. They all did a free claim with these tokens, so there's no VC round investor funds. There was no sacrifice, none of that crazy stuff. So cool. Yeah, you guys got me on a rant, so let's see what's up. Shout out to that. Any thoughts on Satellite Doge 1? All right, Up and Up X. So Up and Up X, That's basically a 9x leverage play against Pulsechain. So against the price of Pulse. Well, let's just take a look at it. Man, you guys got a lot of really great questions. So I'll just get the live stream going. You guys want me to keep going? Just keep asking questions. I love answering these questions. Now, Up and Up X has been doing some pretty nice price appreciation. Basically, before that run up, it hit about a 3x, and now it's selling out at a 1.5x. So, regardless of all the craziness behind liquid loans and all these sacrifice with the Pulsechain fraternity bros, I do think we need a stable coin on Pulsechain, and it's good to have their version, which I think it was. What's the name of their token? USDL. I don't know why I can't remember their stable coin, but regardless, if you guys want to use the liquid loans ecosystem and the Power City ecosystem, your best bet is to use the Up and Up X token, because they're going to be doing the haunted strategy where you basically put up Pulse and PulseX as collateral, and they just buy up the Up and Up X token, and then they just push it up. That's the idea of the Up and Up X token. Now, I wouldn't necessarily, take out collateral on your Pulse holdings. So if you want to have like a piece of what Liquid Loans is doing, but also benefit of not being in their ecosystem, I would just buy the Up and Up X token and just chill. Not financial advice. And in my opinion, hold on one second. Sorry guys, I'm about to sneeze. I'm just so sick. I'm sick like a dog right now. So in my opinion, hold on. Oh god, man, I just keep sneezing. All right, sorry. I swear I'm gonna get better soon. So in my opinion, Up and Up X, if Pulse appreciates, basically this price is gonna go up 9x. On top of that, people are gonna start to get in. I think if they continue to institute this buy and burn and add a huge amount of value to this ecosystem, these tokens could be absolute sleepers. All of this is very dependent on whether or not Pulse is going to do well. And I mean, that's good. That's a good point. If Pulse goes up, Up and Up X will. And I talked to Haunted and his homie on a live stream before. They got something really special going, and they created something really cool. And to see it perform this next bull market, I do think it's a sleeper. But I'm also extremely cautious with the benevolent whale wallet, because I haven't really wrapped my head around it, and I am extremely cautious. But I do believe what they're trying to do is make that renounce immutable in the future once the strategy is proven to be beneficial. So definitely a really great token to keep on your watch list as well. Smoothing crypto. Let's see what else. All right. Could you explain a bit how Xenify works if you've been following that? Having a hard time figuring out. Okay, so basically Xenify, this gets in the Zen ecosystem, and what they're doing is you can do cross-chain swaps. And basically how Xenify works is they put up a certain amount of tokens in like an auction, and you go through and you do swaps. When you execute these swaps, you're going to earn the Xenify token after you do transactions. So let's say you want to go from Pulsechain to Moonbeam. You can use Xenify. On top of that, they're also going through an auction where you basically take your Zen token and you create like I think it's like, I forgot the name of it. It's like VZen, and you basically can burn it for an auction for the XNF token as well. So basically they have another auction behind it. So I might do another video on Xenify in the future, but I'll have to go and dive into that really deep to really explain it. But ultimately, the idea is they're doing a massive auction, and they're utilizing like a cross-chain swap on top of that. So as to how the liquidity pools work, I'm just going to say that for another live stream. But I want to keep this mainly Pulsechain and altcoins related. So Vibra, satellites are just helium balloons, so I'm staying away from space-related coins. Oh god, that was so funny, dude. I love that. We go to the firmament around here. Shout out to Smoothing Crypto. Super. The Earth is flat. Don't worry. Sandy Shoals. Doge 1 launching just before the BTC ETF. Yeah. I think so. Yeah. I think it is. right before the BTC ETF now, so that's when it's launching. Yeah, shout out to Vibra. Miggy, what happened with the PLUSD yesterday? All right, so let's talk a little bit about PLUSD. Yeah, actually, Adam called me about this earlier today. Believe it or not, me and Adam, we talk like every day for like at least like 3 hours. So, well, not 3 hours, probably like an hour and a half. But long story short, a whale wallet came in and basically just bought in and pumped it about 3x and then went right back down. I don't know what the move what this was for, but basically someone came in, sold, bought in, and then sold, and then down to the depths. So I'm not really sure why this happened and what's going on. From my understanding, something interesting is going on with PLUSD. I don't really want to cover it too much because I know some people are going to try to do like the PDI speculation. But the question is the contract code going to be usable going into the future? Because if you zoom out and you just look at PLUSD, by definition, it's already stable if you're just looking at it just across the board. And for some reason, it's stabilized at this price. I think it was 0.004516 or something. And I don't know what coin it's falling right now, but I guess someone was like coming in speculating whether or not it's going to come back to parity and then went right back down. So I'm not really sure what's going on. Maybe it's just Will playing well games, or maybe there's something that we're completely missing. So good stuff. I never been here. What's the vibe here? Pretty good. What's the difference between UP and UpX? So UpX is going to be utilizing the Earn protocol, and the UP token utilizes just the Liquid Loans protocol. So the UpX is like a combination between Liquid Loans and the Earn protocol using the Haunted strategy. And then the UP token is just Liquid Loans. And basically the UP token has 21 million tokens, and then the UpX token has the same amount of tokens as, I believe, Pulse. I think it has the same supply as Pulse. So cool. Angry Beaver, here's what will happen. Right after RH will destroy SEC, Pulse and PulseX will skyrocket. Yeah, I definitely agree. You know, if RH were to basically win this lawsuit, Pulse and PulseX is going to go to the moon, the firmament, Planet X, whatever you believe in. Baby, we are going to be so back if that happens. So definitely awesome stuff. All right, guys. Well, I think that's it for the live stream. We've been at it for about a little bit over an hour. Awesome live stream. You guys are really awesome, really interactive. Just keep in mind, I'm going to be doing a future live stream with Adam. We got some big news. Going to talk about a little bit more titanX. But please, leave a comment down below if you want me to cover any projects, any videos, if you want me to do a review, or you got some juicy alpha. Because if you give me some alpha, I will 100% shout you out on Twitter or here on YouTube. And before I wrap this video up, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on bell notifications so I keep you guys up to date with the latest, greatest news and information within the space. With that being said, my name's Khaos Kris. I love every single one of you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bada bing, bada boom, baby.